In this section, we're going to review ticket tasks. At Capacity, our goal is not just to help you answer tickets, but to deflect tickets altogether. Our ticket tasks allow you to seamlessly add and update content in your knowledge base so that the next time the question is asked, your teammate or customer gets the answer right away and you have one less ticket to manage. I'm going to walk through examples of different ticket tasks available, such as creating new knowledge, mapping to knowledge, and editing knowledge. When you're within your help desk, you can click into a ticket to see the specific ticket details. Generally, a ticket's going to be created because that information either doesn't exist in your knowledge base, or the information that was provided to the user was deemed as unsatisfactory. In this case, we have a login issue ticket due to a user having issues logging in. And when you're within this ticket detail menu, you can see the ticket submenu that includes all the different ticket variables, including this ticket task section. In order to begin using these ticket tasks, you first need to switch the ticket from to-do to in-progress status, meaning that you have began triaging the ticket. I'm going to go ahead and do so and flip this ticket into the in-progress status. This will automatically assign the ticket to me as an agent, and then I'll be able to start utilizing these ticket tasks. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and create new knowledge with this ticket that came through. When you click the Create New Knowledge button, it'll open up this ticket submenu. Within here, you'll have all the knowledge creation capabilities as you normally would within the knowledge base, such as the ability to add inquiries, customize responses, save to specific folders, apply expiration dates, turn on or off autocomplete, and automatically reply to the asker. So I'm going to go through and start to triage this ticket by creating this new knowledge for our knowledge base. The first step is going to be adding some inquiries. Generally, we recommend 3 or more for the highest match rate efficiency. You can either duplicate what exists here and edit it, or start from scratch, which I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 inquiry, and then we can go ahead and copy this and change it as needed. Now that I've created those inquiry variants, I'm going to go in here and add the actual response. And then I've provided them the answer that they're looking for and edit it as needed. Now that that's been added, I can go in here and choose the specific dialog or the folder that you want this information to be placed in. In this case, you can search for what you're looking for or find the folder directly. I know that I'm going to want to put this into our troubleshooting folder, so I can open this up, put in, and I can see that we have a specific internal team knowledge. I'm going to go ahead and add it here. You have the ability to set expiration dates here. If this is temporary knowledge that you would want to check on a recurring basis, you can assign an expiration date. You can also turn on or off autocomplete, meaning that when users type in this question into the chatbot, they'll see this potential answer come up in the autocomplete functionality. You can disable that if desired. You can also choose whether you want this answer to go straight back to the user that submitted the initial ticket in addition to being added to your knowledge base. Or you can save this as a local draft so you can finalize it later. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and save this to our knowledge base. What that's going to do is reply back to the user and automatically add this to our knowledge base. So I can click that button and see the specific piece of knowledge that was added. Beyond that, I can refresh this ticket. And then now I can see that I replied to the user with an answer. And if I was going to go into our knowledge management section and most recently updated, we'll see that this new login issue exchange was created and added to the appropriate folders. Now I'm going to go back to the help desk and show you some of these other ticket task functionality. We can consider this one complete. Now, in this other ticket here, I have a password reset request. In this case, the first step again is going to be to switch this from to-do to in-progress status. Once that is done, I can go ahead and utilize these ticket tasks, which in this case, I'm going to utilize the map to knowledge. So in the previous example, I created new knowledge, completely new knowledge within your knowledge base. In this case, we can attach this to existing knowledge and just use this new inquiry variant as an option to answer that question. So I'm going to look for something having to do with password in this case. And I see that you do have a specific exchange in the knowledge base in regards to how to reset your password. I can expand this to see the details of what this contains, as well as some other abilities to paste this reply directly back to the user or map this exchange. So first of all, since this does exist, I am going to go ahead and paste this to reply so I can reply back to the user with this response. And then I'm also going to go ahead and map to this exchange so that moving forward, this inquiry will be tied to this exchange so that users can find the information they're looking for. In this case, I have the ability to edit the specific new inquiry that I'm inputting, as well as selecting whether it's going to show up in autocomplete or automatically reply to the asker. So if you did not click that paste to reply, you could utilize this functionality and in the same way, save it to your knowledge base. This will similarly pop up this little notification here where you can see the new knowledge that was specifically connected here as far as the password reset to this pre-existing exchange. And then I can go back into the ticket itself, refresh it to see that this was replied back to the user with those specific details. Now that that is done, we can consider this ticket complete. Move this into done status. Now, in this final example, we have a feedback ticket. This means that the user asked a question that was existing in the knowledge base, but they didn't like the answer that they got, so they gave it a thumbs down and it kicked off this feedback ticket creation. So a feedback ticket was created here, and we can go ahead and triage this in a similar way with some additional functionality. So once I move this into progress, you're going to see an additional option available here, being edit to knowledge. Because this ticket was created as feedback for existing knowledge, you have the ability to edit this knowledge since you do not need to create new knowledge or map it to knowledge since it already exists in this way. In this case, I can go ahead and edit the knowledge, and this will open up the similar sub-menu where I can go in here and edit any specific details of this exchange, such as the inquiry variant or the actual response that was created. In this case, you have the ability to also reply directly back to the user whenever you do this, or you can simply edit the knowledge as needed. So I'm going to go in here and maybe make a slight edit here at the end of the section here as far as how you can expand this knowledge. So I've gone in and edited this exchange. Now I can finish it. In the same way, I'm going to edit that existing exchange. You can utilize this pop-up notification to easily see what happened there. Here's the edit that I made to it. And then when we go back to the ticket, we can refresh and see that the user has been replied to with that information. Now we can go ahead and mark this ticket complete. That is how you use ticket tasks within Capacity.